There are moments in history that leave an echo, a ripple that travels through time, altering everything that comes after. In cinema, these moments are rare. In 1995, director Michael Mann staged a bank robbery shootout in downtown Los Angeles for his film, Heat. What he created was not just a scene, but a seismic event that permanently shifted the landscape of filmmaking. These are the 5 ways the shootout from Heat changed cinema forever. Number 5. The sound of reality. Before Heat, cinematic gunfire was often a theatrical effect, a stock sound, a loud bang, disconnected from the space it occupied. Michael Mann rejected this. He insisted on recording the actual sound of the blank rounds being fired on location. The result was an auditory experience unlike any other. The sharp crack of the rifles wasn't just heard, it was felt. The sound reverberated off the glass and steel of the skyscrapers, creating a terrifyingly realistic urban war zone. This wasn't a sound effect, it was an acoustic document. This decision forced a generation of filmmakers and sound designers to rethink their approach. The echo of Heat taught them that sound isn't just an accompaniment to the image, it is the environment itself, a tool for visceral immersion that can be more powerful than any visual. The authenticity of that soundscape became the new, unspoken standard. Number 4, the choreography of chaos. Action scenes were once heavily stylized ballets of violence. Heroes moved with impossible grace, and enemies fell in predictable patterns. Mann, however, approached the shootout not as a director, but as a military strategist. He enlisted former British Special Air Service soldiers to train his actors for months. Val Kilmer, Robert De Niro, and their crew learned to reload magazines, clear weapon jams, and provide cover fire with the muscle memory of true professionals. This wasn't acting, it was embodiment. The scene's power comes from its tactical discipline. The movements are economical, desperate, and logical. Suddenly, the illusion of cinematic combat was shattered. The reveal wasn't that actors could look like they knew how to handle weapons. It was that they could move, think, and react with the brutal efficiency of people whose lives depended on it. A new language of action was born, one based on procedure, not performance. Number 3, the unblinking eye. In the years leading up to Heat, action editing was accelerating. Quick cuts, shaky cameras, and tight close-ups were used to manufacture a sense of chaos and energy. Michael Mann went in the opposite direction. His camera remained steady, often at a distance, observing the action with a cold, almost documentary-like detachment. There are no dramatic zooms or dizzying edits to hide the geography of the battle. We see the entire battlefield. We understand the spatial relationships between the robbers, the police, and the civilian cars caught in the crossfire. The horror isn't manufactured by the editing, it's inherent in the situation itself. This deliberate pacing and wide framing revealed a profound truth. True tension doesn't come from confusing the audience, but from giving them a clear, horrifying view of the unfolding events. It was a masterclass in trusting the drama of the moment, proving that clarity could be more unsettling than chaos. Number 2, the fallible professional. The archetypal action hero was invincible. He was a force of nature who operated above the messy realities of combat. Neil McCauley's crew in Heat are the opposite. They are hyper-competent, yet they are not superhuman. They make mistakes, their plan goes wrong, they are vulnerable. Val Kilmer's character performs a flawless tactical reload, a move now legendary among firearms experts, but moments later he is shot and wounded, his professionalism failing to make him bulletproof. The shootout strips away the fantasy of the untouchable criminal mastermind. What we see instead are skilled professionals caught in a rapidly deteriorating situation where their training is the only thing keeping them alive, and even that might not be enough. The revelation is that expertise does not grant immunity from fate, it only postpones it. This grounding in consequence gave rise to a new kind of action protagonist, the skilled but breakable human being. Number 1, the blueprint for modernity. The influence of the Heat shootout is so pervasive it has become almost invisible. It is the foundation upon which nearly every serious modern action thriller is built. From Christopher Nolan's prologue in The Dark Knight, with its similar tactical precision and urban chaos, to the gritty gun-fu of the John Wick series, the DNA of Heat is present. Military simulators and video games like Call of Duty have modeled their mechanics and sound design on its principles of realism. The film provided a new, shared vocabulary for depicting tactical violence on screen. But its most profound impact is a philosophical one. The Shootout revealed that realism, when executed with artistic precision, is not boring. It is terrifying. It showed that the most compelling drama is not found in fantasy, but in the unforgiving logic of cause and effect. It stands as a monument to the idea that a story can be both a thrilling spectacle and a chillingly authentic document. The Shootout in Heat was more than a scene. It was a realization that recalibrated our expectations of what reality on film could look, sound, and feel like. It echoes on the screens of today, over 3 decades later, remaining one of the most rewatchable films ever made.